Images play a significant role in any website. So in this lecture we'll learn about image tags by using HTML and make sure that our website is attractive and appealing to users. You can see a screenshot on your screen right in front of you. In this picture I used an image tag and some attributes. You can clearly see that this is an image tag from the keyword img. Then you can see the attributes src and alt. The first is src and the second is alt. The src or source attribute indicates the location of images. It specifies the pathway of the picture. The alt or alternative attribute works when our website is slow and can't load properly. When this happens, picture wouldn't display on our screen, but the text will be displayed instead. The user will then know that there should have been a picture right there and that they cannot see it because their internet connection is so slow, or that the browser is not loading properly, or it has some problems. So they see this instead. They see the text instead. Alright, let's now move back to VS Code and create an image. First, I'll create an image folder. I'll go to the HTML folder and we'll create a new folder named images. I'll keep all my images inside this image folder so that the browser could search for them easily. You can see I've kept some pictures here in this image folder. I have pic 1, pic 2, pic 3 inside this folder. When adding the name of the image in the tag, remember the format of your images. In this case, it's pic1.jpg. Otherwise, your images will not be displayed. Apart from that, you need to keep in mind that the image tag has an opening tag only. Don't use closing tags with image tags. Okay, let's now discuss the right way to attach the file. As you can see, I have a folder named HTML5, and inside this folder I created an image folder. I write the name of this image folder first, then I'll write pic1.jpg. Regarding the alt attribute, I'll simply add some text I want to be displayed in case there is any problem. Okay, so I now save this file by clicking on Ctrl S. Then, as usual, I copy the file path, I paste it in my browser. The browser runs and checks the image. And here you go. You can see the image in the browser. You might be thinking, if I make any mistake regarding the syntax of the image location, then what happens? Let's go and see what would happen in that case. So as you can see, if the name of the folder is incorrect, then the browser will only show what we wrote inside the alt tag and not the image. Alright, now I'll use one more image and source. And here you go, you can see the output. We now have two images next to each other. Let's practice and add one more image again. But if you don't want to make any folder, then you can cut a picture from the images folder and paste it in the HTML5 folder instead. As you can see now, the picture is displayed alongside the index.html folder. That was the main folder that we created. And if you have any other folder, then you need to put the name of that folder inside your source attribute. If I give any wrong source, then the images would not be displayed successfully. Okay, so now, since I changed the folder name for picture 3, I can also modify it here. So I need to remove images /. Okay, I'm now back in my browser. I refresh the page and here you go. We now have 3 images. Alright, so here's one quick thing I wanted to show you. If I move picture 3 to the HTML5 folder, but don't do the necessary changes. So let's say I move the picture to the HTML5 folder, but don't do the changes in my code. I don't do any changes regarding the path of the picture. Like if I keep it images/picture3.jpg, you will see that we will have some problems when I go back to my browser and I refresh the page. That's why you have to make sure that the path is correct. The last things that we'll see in this lecture are the width and the height. So after displaying your images, you can give them some width and height. To do this, I need to add attributes of the width and height. Let's say it's 300 pixels for the height and 500 pixels for the width. I go back to my browser, and the width and height of picture 3 will be changed when I refresh the page. So they have changed accordingly, according to my inputs, according to my HTML code.